welcome to our conversations where we discuss issues that help you to move up and to move forward. Hey, my name is George, and welcome again. Yesterday we spoke on the subject, change the mental conversations with yourself, all right? Change the mental conversations with yourself. So today we talk about how do we change that? We said our inner language, our inner conversations, that is our thoughts, shape and control our outer world. We create our circumstances through our thoughts. It follows, therefore, that if we can change the nature and content of our inner discussion, of our inner conversations, of our thoughts, morning, noon, night, we will be able to change our outer world. So today, as we discuss how to change the mental conversations within yourself, with yourself, how do we do that? Because if we succeed, we can succeed in changing our outer world, in recreating ourselves, in renewing our trajectory. See, at the outset, it is important to remember that there's a difference between knowing and doing. Right? Understanding the knowing and doing gap is actually the second lesson in our transformational process called thinking into results. We go into the why. In it, we delve into that question of why we continue to do the things we don't want to do. But there's a difference between knowing and actually doing. So how do you change your mental conversations? Your habit of constantly thinking negative thoughts, of engaging in negative inner conversations, is a paradigm. And a paradigm is a multitude of habits which control your habitual behavior, and 96% or so of your behavior is habitual. You do it without thinking. So this habit of having that negative inner conversation with yourself over and over again, those negative conversations, ruminating, not only do they lead you to mental ill health, they shape your outer world. How do you change your paradigm? The answer is practice, through spaced repetition, through creating your own world. Creating your own world. You see, habits are acquired over time, and to renew your mind will take time. But knowing what to do is not in itself enough. You must act. Each time the inner negative conversation turns up, you act. Act to create your own world. Act to create the new world that you want to see. But to do so is not easy. No one can put their hand up and say they're in absolute control. Every time a negative conversation comes up, they're in absolute control. But knowing what to do and doing it consistently will give you an edge and will definitely help you to change that outer world. As I said, it's more difficult to do than to know. So practice is the key. Practice is the key. You do it over and over and over and over until you override that habit of negative thoughts. So every time a negative thought shows up in your mind, practice reframing the situation. Reframing the situation. You reframe it in your mind. You see, you use your imagination to do this. Let's go back to the example of yesterday of the executive as he gets into his car to dash for an interview. The car will not start. He entertains negative thought. But if he reframes that same situation and basically says he's going to get a new job, a promotion, to buy a new car so he can sell this old car, he has reframed it. And his mind is in a positive vibration as opposed to being in a negative vibration. So we practice reframing the situation. It won't be easy as you start, but with time, you actually become a master at it. A negative thought comes in, you reframe it, and it puts you in a positive vibration. And what does a positive vibration do for you? It gets you to act positively. You see, you have a unique gift of thought and language. See, unlike all the other little creatures in the world, all the other animals in the world, mankind has a mind and can speak. You can speak to other people and to yourself. And that is God's gift to you. You are able to reframe, to use your mind to reframe. Make your conversations conform to what you want to achieve. What do you want to see in your outer world? Your conversations must conform to that. You see, our lives are about the way we think things are. Not what they are, but what we think they are. And that becomes our reality. That becomes our outer world. So when you change your inner language, your world becomes that which you pronounce it to be through your inner language. It's not easy. No one can put his hand up and say, every time some negative thought comes up, I'm in control. No. But you practice it. You practice it. And you become a master. You see, a little self-criticism is not wrong. And in fact, I would encourage a little bit of self-criticism. When you're getting too big-headed or something, you need a little kick from yourself to say, hey, get hold of yourself. That's good. But that's different from saying, hey, I'm an absolute idiot. I can never achieve anything in my life. Now that is wrong. That is true negative thought. And that's what you want to get rid of. So practice using language like this, the following language. You're going for an interview, I have the job. That's positive. I have the job. Don't look at why you can't have the job. I have the job. I have the house. You've gone and see the house, you have it, it's yours. Take it, it's yours. That's what I'm talking about. I have graduated from university. Yeah, you're in second year, it doesn't matter. In your mind, you've graduated and you know exactly what you're going to do. You are creating your outer world with your inner language. All right. See yourself in possession of the object of your desire. Hold it in your hand, in your mind. Someone called it, you must reside in the wish fulfilled. You have a wish, reside in it, because it's fulfilled now. That's how you should think. Get away from negative self-talk. You see, whatever it is you want to change, get into that conversation every time. Talk to yourself and be positive about it. Okay, so what else can you do? Throw the negative thoughts away. And I mean this literally. Throw the negative thoughts away. Get a piece of paper, write the negative thought, write it down. then throw it in the bin. Crumble it and throw it in the bin. Better still, get matches and burn it. Burn that piece of paper or flush it down the loo. Physically throw away the negative thought. Try it. You'll be amazed at the feeling that you will have. Because you're talking to yourself. And you are seeing symbolically that negative thought burning. Try it. You'll be amazed at the feeling that you will get. All right. So throw it away, or on a laptop you drag it into the trash bin. Drag it into the trash bin. But I think burning it gives me a little bit more oomph about getting rid of that negative thought. What else can you do? Hang around positive people. There are chronic negative people whose world is negative. They talk negative all the time. Change that circle. Don't entertain negative thoughts all the time. No. In fact, I know of a successful business person. We used to hang around with this group. They would play golf at exactly the same time every Saturday. He's left them. He left them ages ago. Become very successful. And he'll be the first to tell you that by dissociating himself with that group of negative people, he's become different. His mind is positive. He's thinking positive thoughts. Yes, there's times when he's down, but he gets himself up again. But he had to change his friends. And it's something that you may want to think about. Change your circle. And lastly, sometimes to overcome a negative thought, don't resist it by fighting it. I don't want to do this. No. Make it obsolete. Override it with positive thoughts. Eventually, it will disappear from you. Override it with positive thoughts. Because the more you resist it, the more it becomes bigger in your mind. But override it with positive thoughts. Claim your positivity. Claim your outer world. Claim your reality. Because that way, you will overcome negative thoughts. And you'll create a fantastic, fantastic outer world for yourself. All right, I wish you all the best, guys. As I say, it's not something you get overnight. No, because it took you years moving around with this habit. But start now. Act now. Change it. Become the new you. Become the creator of your outer world. The world you want to see. The world you want to live in. And you can do it. I know you can. Hey, this is George. As I say, it's a Thursday, so we see you again on Monday. But hey, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Remember to stay positive. All right? Hey, share this page with colleagues. Connect with us. And as I always say, hey, come on, go to our YouTube page, subscribe there, and see what we're doing up there. And visit us on our website. If you have comments to make, we welcome them. All right? Cheers now. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.